Hey everybody, I'm Jordan Rudess, president of Wisdom Music and co-creator of this amazing app GeoShred that we are very, very proud of. We've worked very hard on trying to bring you a beautifully musical experience. Right now I'm sitting in front of my iPad and I'm playing some of what we call the SWAM sounds. We develop these sounds with a partnership with Audio Modeling, and we bring them to you. Very unique to have these kind of sounds coming out of an iOS instrument. It's really pretty incredible to get this quality of sound out of this technology. And let me tell you a little bit about what's going on. So this track that I played was created by a wonderful artist who goes by the name of Glaysys. Great keyboard player, great GeoShred player, created this beautiful backing track. And the beauty of these tracks, which are called GeoJamTrax, are that on the playing surface of GeoShred, you have the exact notes that go with the track. So if you're a novice or even if you're a professional, you're basically dialed into the right scale to play at the right time against the chords. All the volumes, the volume of the track, the volume of the lead instrument, the type of echo that's on here. Everything is basically ready for you to just go. All you need to do is you need to hit the backing track button and it starts. Some things about this patch. Number one is I tell all GeoShred players that are playing the SWAM instruments to make sure that you discover the finger expression button. Finger expression is key. Basically what happens is that each one of the notes is kind of like a controller in itself. So when finger expression is turned on, when you play any of the notes, like in this case, when you play at the bottom of a square, like I'm playing a B, it's going to be very quiet. And if I play at the top, it's going to be full volume. And if I slide from the bottom to the top, you're going to get that wonderful kind of expression, which is really, really cool. If you use the expression pad, which is on the top towards the left, then you'll also get what's called bow pressure. So if you play a note and so between moving on the expression pad and moving on the note, there's a whole lot of very subtle and very important expression. So you can play legato, meaning the notes are connected. Or you could kind of push up on every note to get the kind of swell. The other thing to be aware of is the piano, guitar, and slide buttons. I always say we don't mean that if you press piano it's going to be a piano sound, and we don't mean when you press guitar it's a guitar sound. Slide is a little more obvious, but piano, we call it piano because the way a piano works is you play a note and then you can't vibrato. There is no vibrato on a piano and there's no pushing up or anything like that. But piano mode will make it so that when you slide around, even if you shake your finger like crazy on a particular square note, it's not going to vibrato. With guitar mode, it's more like the activity of a guitar where you can slide on frets and the note will move to the next note without a real slide, but you can still vibrato, just like a guitar. Think about it. You slide your finger across the frets, you get to a point, you do a little shake, and you can still get that nice pitch vibrato. Now a novice can approach it this way. We laid this out so all the right notes are right in front of you. All you have to do is, use your musicality to kind of feel where to stop. I recommend taking one finger and sliding across the rows. And you can play these really beautiful, smooth scales. And you can go on one row, and then you can come back on another one. So you can get amazing results even with one finger. Something to make it sound more musical would be when you stop after the slide, do a little shake in that area. Like a wind player or a vocalist or a guitar player, whenever they play, they'd stop on a note, usually maybe on a strong beat, and then they would shake it a little bit just to give it some love, as they say. So this scale is directly dialed in with the track that Glaysys created. And it's so beautiful. You really can't go wrong. The remember to shake a little bit and have finger expression on, and then you can little shake. So you'll be able to create some really beautiful music like this. The other thing we should point out on the playing surface are the buttons that are kind of in the middle. It says HRM, which mean harmonics, off. So there's no harmonics right now. If you press a note and you press first, you're going to get the first harmonics. So now you're listening to actual harmonics of the cello. Second harmonics. A lot of cool flexibility there to really get some cool stuff going on. And there's also a knob for bow position, which you can hear what that does. Let's go back to harmonics off. So some very, very realistic sounds. Now the diatonic button is lit up, meaning that only the right notes are in the key. You're only going to see that exact scale. If you press that, then it's grayed out. And what happens is now that the playing surface will show you the right notes of the scale, but it'll also give you the notes in between. So between like A and B, there's a A sharp. It's not marked, but you can still get to it. That's a slightly more advanced setting. Sometimes I'll use that if I want to play and know where all the notes of the scale are, but I also want to get to some of the in-between notes. Finally, you should know that the vibrato slider does this. It's a way to get vibrato without shaking your fingers. This is another way to do it. And these are all part of the GeoJamTrax. The GeoJamTrax are all set up, so all 5 of them will offer some kind of a cool backing track and a dialed-in scale to play around it. So we want you to have fun. Just enjoy, slide your finger around, turn your friends onto it, and have a great time with GeoShred.